So, if you are of the dead, then you should understand Satan only has power over the dead. Damn, and like Rizza said, it's a choice. People choose to follow Satan. That's where it's deep. He couldn't accept that that's the woman's God. He can. What up, Art? Yeah, so you caught in the bind. Are you gonna serve Saturn and circle the rock? Are you gonna serve the will of God? Or you gonna do the will? It's just like that. There's no like, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. That's what's up. That's what's up. But this, we talking from a spiritual principalities, a spiritual sense of like understanding the allegorical spiritual fall of how it happened, and then understanding, and that's our people. We fail, big time. You just can't call yourself a Jew and not understand. You were in the Holocaust. You were in the furnace right now. Living dead, serving foreign gods, doing everything God told us not to. We supposed to be taking our talents and using our God-given gifts to help civilizations.
Unknown caller.
And look what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's going on in the industry. Whole time in the industry, security teams is in trouble. Not with even with the federal government, because y'all gonna tell. Because a lot of y'all are the federal government with the ruling powers of this world. Go ahead, King.
Yes, sir, Kev. I call you talking about even a language being dead. They speak Arabic.
Go
which
ahead.
Is which the original language is called Proto-Semitic. All right, and it's Phoenician. It's a dead language.
Told you.
You got it's part of the Afro-Asiatic family. So there they go with the Afro-Asiatic. You got Semitic languages, Canaanite, and Phoenician. They all dead languages. That's the truth. All the way from North Africa to Sicily, Iberia, Malta. So it's the truth. It's the truth. It's phonetic Phoenician language. Dead language.
Dead language.
Also, dead language. Yes, sir. They the army of the dead. That's what they teach them.
Told you. Their language is dead.
Not a lot.
Do y'all understand? Press one if you get a sense. I'm not saying you dead like that. I'm saying in a legally spiritual bond. You are dead, and everybody know black is dead in law. So let's just make it real. Stop lying to yourself. Go ahead, champ.
All right. Another thing, they took an oath. I looked up the word oath in 1828.
Okay.
All right. A solemn affirmation or declaration made with an appeal to God for the truth of what is affirmed. The appeal to God in an oath implies that the person imprecates his vengeance and renounces his favor if the declaration is false.
Now wait a minute.
Or if
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all hear this, right? Let me tell you something, my brothers. You will honor your oaths. That's what you're gonna do. You took a pledge,
yes,
and you're gonna honor it. Now tell them what it is, B.
It says they make an appeal, a solemn affirmation or declaration made with an appeal to God for the truth of what is affirmed. The appeal to God in an oath implies that the person imprecates his vengeance and renounces his favor if the declaration is false. If the declaration is a promise, the person invokes the vengeance of God.
That's right.
He should fail to fulfill it. A false oath is called perjury. So that's straight up. You're invoking the vengeance of God if you don't keep your oath. You renouncing his favor. If you did have God's favor, you take an oath and you don't fulfill it, now you're getting the vengeance. I had to look at perjury also. Perjury. And now, the act or crime of willfully making a false oath when lawfully administered.
Is a treaty an oath?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It says, or a crime committed when a lawful oath is administered in some judicial process to a person who swears willfully, absolutely, and falsely in a manner material to the issue. So if you make a false oath or you swear willfully and you know it's a lie and you're not going to keep it, you have committed perjury. Like, man, by definition, by law and to God. So it ain't no joking matter. It's for real. People out here playing. It ain't no joke. Y'all tripping. Straight up. I'm like, man, everything you saying is the truth.
So they made a pact. They made a pact with sin. They made a pact with sin.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
they did. And willfully.
Nobody
made you do that. You willfully.
That's right.
Willful pact.
A willful pact.
And you know another thing I think about with them coming over here as workers, even their forefathers, they made a willful pact to be workers and to overthrow the republic. Man, that is perjury. That's what it is. And to uphold that, that's cursing yourself. Just like you said.
Treaties can be perceived as oath. I mean, you do got to shake on it. You do have to agree. You do have to take an oath of office. You do have to take some form of oath when compacting treaties and friendship treaties and acts and pacts and declarations of war are the declarations of peace. What would you say it's not? When it's clear as we've been on earth, we know this. Go ahead, B. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, ex-poet, but hold your tongue over here on the road. Go ahead.
I got treaty right now. We can read it.
Go ahead. Oh, see what you did? Now, you spoke out of turn. Now, go ahead, champion.
Now we got to get you. Here we go. We got treaty, the noun, negotiation, act of treating for the adjustment of differences or for forming an agreement as a treaty is on the carpet.
That's right.
He is cast, this is the example, he is cast by treaty and by trains. Okay, number one, an agreement, league, or contract between two or more nations or sovereigns, formally signed by commissioners, properly authorized, and solemnly ratified by the several sovereigns of the supreme power of each state. Treaties are a various kind as treaties for regulating commercial intercourse, treaties of alliance.
I mean, to be in business is an oath. You agree to play fair by the rules.
Right. Yes, sir. It's an agreement. You got to keep your word. You have to keep your word. Treaties of hiring troops, treaties of peace. So it's like they signed a treaty to work. IWW.
So look,
The same.
look, look. Well done. Look, in the Bible, Matthew
Yes, sir.
5:34 said, do not take oaths. Anything other than your word is of evil.
Yes, sir.
You
That's
just
it
said,
right there.
keep your word.
Keep your word. That's what it's supposed to be. And words are alive. You shake on it, you say, hey, this is this. That's what it's gotta be. You that's what it is.
So
You can't go back on
if
your
you're
word.
told not to take oaths, and Louis Farrakhan of the Nation of Islam is a Mason who took oaths, he's evil.
He's evil. Yep.
According to the Bible.
By definition, according to the Bible. And then they, like you said, they're not bringing their book. Nobody takes an oath on the Quran. Not here.
So
That don't happen.
they solemnly swear to take an oath to break the law.
Man,
Blasphemy.
blasphemy. You ain't supposed to do that. So, dang,
Go
bro.
ahead,
No
kid.
lie.
And y'all just thought about that, man. That's like, oh, that's why it's done in secret. Because it's a breaking
they
of
here
the
to be
law,
tough.
the moral law, the spiritual law, and the law of the land.
Yes, sir. They here to be cousins. They here to entrap and ensnare and steal. I'm like, man, so they never had good intentions anyway. That's where.
No, because they're all
not
Caucasian. They're all Haitian, are from the high mountain.
got them. Yes, sir. They untrustworthy.
Yeah, untrustworthy. Man, that breakdown of the high mountain yesterday, man.
That's hidden. Like, man, even when you just said how Satan tried to took Christ on the high mountain. Like, oh, damn.
Oh,
there y'all
yeah.
go right there.
Yeah. See,
There y'all
the
go
Bible
right there.
is identifying everything. Everything. They just don't know how to read it. They got you in the allegory. But once you learn language and diction, and you'll be okay. Go ahead, King.
And they, like Brittany was trying to get you, hey, yes you do want it. Yes you do. And you was like, no. Like, dang, no means no. I'm like, man.
Yeah, what
like,
can you give me? What you mean, yes I do?
I just told you, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm looking like, man, she's singing Keith Sweat. There you go, telling me no again. There you go.
Fucking devil, man. What the hell? I said no. Keep it.
For real, keep it. They know they can't do nothing without you. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, it's like that wager again. I don't play the game. I'm not playing the game.
Nope.
Anything.
I don't
like
want to
you
play.
said,
You know
man,
why? Because the game is rigged from
it's
the
rigged.
go.
Yes, sir. Look at this, Kel. The word faith.
I don't even want to win in a rigged game.
It wasn't fair from the beginning.
Remember?
Yes, sir. Exactly. I don't even have to play your game. I already won. You don't get it.
Yes,
I
sir.
win. I already won. Look, Kel, they unfaithful when it comes to their treaties. I'm looking at the word faithful. I'm gonna read it. It's a number of them. It's a couple of them. Number one, firm in adherence to the truth and to the duties of religion. That's what number one is. Number two, firmly adhering to duty of true fidelity, loyalty, true to allegiance as a faithful subject, and they an unfaithful subject. Number three, constant in performance of duties of service, exact in attending to commands as a faithful servant. Number four, observant of compact treaties, contracts,
Oh,
vows, or engagements. True to one's word. A government should be faithful to its treaties, individuals to their word. That by definition, y'all unfaithful. Unfaithful.
yeah, but
5.
they must be true to their word. They must
Honor.
honor their oath.
They have to. Yes, sir. They not getting out of it. You right. Word is bond, son. Straight up. Word is bond. You bound by your word. That's it.
You bound
Dang,
by your
kid.
word, and you made a treaty with the devil to be
So now you
dead,
gotta stick to it. Dang.
to be black, which is illegal. You can't condemn
See?
further generations to death. And then these
All that
generations,
blood on your hands.
and then you find out that the game is rigged from the go, and that they've been running this scheme, this old AI program for too long.
Time is up. Like a lot of people talk about, especially so-called Christians talk about grace and mercy like it's forever. It's a grace period. They give you time to get yourself together and accept the truth. But now it's like, hey, time is almost up. You're not gonna know. It's just gonna be upon your judgment. So my thing is, people went for the wrong thing. Dang, bro. They went for the knowledge of
Good and evil.
the serpent.
Yes, sir.
Good and evil. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they went for the
And
knowledge of good and evil, champ.
and then when they hear the truth, don't wanna and they done made more than 50 moves. Game over.
Yeah, they been lost this game. They just been wearing these funny hats and pretending that they understand law, but they are Canaanites, and like you said, speak the language of Phoenicians.
That's the dead. It's dead language.
So
Dang.
they're black, which is dead in law. The language is dead.
Man, it's just necromancer.
Because they agreed to be dead. So what I'm saying is they have no exit.
They already, yeah, you're right. They already signed up for it.
To
Dang.
be they're
Yeah.
hellbound. They have no way out like Puff Daddy. That's a signal that went out to the world. Let me tell you something. When Puff
Yeah,
Daddy,
no.
when that shit broke down, you know what people heard in their head? 1, 2. Turn me up right here, yo. The sun don't shine forever. But as long as I'm here, then we might as well shine together. Never mind the weather. Business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam. Who you know do it better.
Who you know with that? Straight up, that's all I heard was music. Oh man, straight up, kid.
Like music to my ears.
The money don't matter.
No.
What they worship don't even matter. You can't even get out of this.
And the
Can't
dead
get
people,
out.
the dead people who believe in these people who dead too, they be like, so what? They rich. He gonna beat his case.
If he done wrong, it don't matter if he rich. If he wrong, right is
No,
right, wrong is
it's
wrong.
just
Y'all
they don't give a shit. I'm laughing at the fact that they got high hopes that the money means something to the height of jurisdiction that they in trouble with.
And the most of them saying it don't even got money. Like, why is he worried?
They in the basement.
Like, come on.
They Democrat.
Y'all idolize these people, man.
Facts.
That's not right.
Somebody
If he out here doing what saying he doing, then he need to go down. That's proper judgment. That's it.
And that's the only music
They
to my
said
ears.
what?
A lot of these people
For real.
upset when they find out Beyonce. Watch what happened. These women gonna throw all they person. They're gonna be at the Supreme Court telling them to change laws for Beyonce. What? They gonna say?
Yeah, they gonna be tripping. It's gonna be something to see.
They
Oh
gonna say
man,
they gonna say the most evil shit. Like, so what? She was doing parties with them kids. They gonna be out here, your aunties, your cousin. They gonna be like, what would Jesus do? Damn Jesus, we talking about Beyonce. Watch the devil come out these bras because they really Eastern stars. See, what y'all gotta understand is when y'all mamas and sisters and wives of this order become upset, they turn into Kali Ma, which is the god of the Eastern stars. Them bitches is crazy. And sometimes you gotta bring them out of their anger. Blink, because they lose it. And they will destroy everything. They don't give a damn and think about it later.
Man, you got me thinking, kid. I'm finna try to start a sheetrock repair company because they finna be running their heads in the walls and everything, bro. Like, golly, they
Facts.
tripping. Man.
I can't believe it.
Right.
They're gonna be quiet. If you even bring it up, they might shoot you. They might shoot you. A family member you might want catch one in the hip or something with a 22. Keep playing. You got some family members that lose their mind. Like y'all hear about with Beyonce, and then they'll lay it on you like everybody. That's all you motherfuckers do is trying to bring a black queen down when she become almost a billionaire. Y'all. But I'm tired of this shit.
I don't want to hear. Straight up, that's gonna be tripping. That's gonna be sitting in the circle jamming Beyonce music outside the courtroom. They gonna be tripping. Oh man.
To the left, everything you own, and the most to the left.
Not Queen B. Not Queen B. Man, she been doing bad things.
They up there holding reports talking about, y'all got us fucked up. Nah, Queen B didn't do none of this shit. Y'all, we about to catch hands. Go ahead.
Man, Oprah too, killed the older sisters. Is gonna be
that's gonna bring the aunties out. That's gonna make them look foolish.
They gonna be like, nah, they lying on her.
Nah. Now we know how Oprah was giving away all them cars to everybody. She was trading.
And they gonna mention that. She the only one gave away cars. She don't care.
She got
what about the children? Like,
what about the children?
What about the children? Straight up, man.
Damn.
Bro. It's coming. They fighting too hard on all fronts. We can see y'all scrambling. Like what Puff Daddy, y'all scrambling and scraping. Y'all the ones scrambling and scraping. Yeah. It's wickedness. Y'all out of here.
So could you say the Nation of Islam is the nation of death?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They always around.
No, but why are they the nation of death? And you said they always around. They think about the.
Like my first thought is.
Why? I'm trying to ask something specific. He ready to take it. I'm talking about just give me a clear answer in our classroom on why they will be the nation of the dead.
Because they uphold us being black, which is dead in law. They sign up to be black. They language is dead, and their God is dead. They share that. That's what it is.
So their nation is dead, their God is dead, and they agreed upon agreement to be dead in law to have a place in the white man's world.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Agreed. Oh. Yes, sir. And there's no lie. No lie.
It's crazy when you think about it, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm like, man, everything about it is built.
That's why all their religions is corporate or corpus. And they're involved in the 501c there, so their religion is dead. Damn.
It's dead. Yep. They part of that beast of the sea.
Damn.
They child.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Damn. It's dead. I'm like, man. And they can't even. They don't even use their book. Keep it real. They don't use their book at all.
So how they gonna get out of it? How do they get out of this, B?
They have to renounce that. Renounce it.
B, no.
Come to Christ.
Talk to Brittany, because Brittany the head of the woman sector over there. She's the
Straight up.
Yeah, so
You gotta change the deal. You can't be playing. Otherwise, you're gonna push yourself even further. You gotta renounce the change your ways.
No,
and say, hey.
Brittany knows. Remember, you think so? I mean, let me ask you. This is fun. This is so fun. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna consult one of my consultants here live on the air. Do Brittany know who I am?
Definitely.
Okay.
Without a doubt. She knows.
She know who I am.
Yeah, she knows. She even mentioned it yesterday. She knows.
And she said they all know.
So they all know. You know the truth. So you still on some deceit. They keep trying to cousin you, Kev. So you a lost cause. You not really changing your ways. You know what you're saying, but
she ain't never changed her way. She's a serpent.
I know that.
Yeah,
exactly. She's a cousin.
Yeah, so what I'm asking is, she
lost cause, sir.
No, she's a lost cause. There's no way for her. She
lost
committed.
Cause.
She pledged to death.
Cause you won't stop. So you showing us you're a lost cause. You won't.
No. Because she won't stop because she don't think I know who she is. Like
right.
I don't know.
So she a lost cause?
No, she don't. She didn't think I know all this shit. So now she know.
Straight up. So that's a lost cause to me. I don't even see. That's a lost cause. You know already. You don't change.
Dog,
you don't stop.
No. Brittany got to tell them.
Yeah, and if you took an oath to death, then hey, fall on your sword because you wrong. Do what you got to do, but you ain't gonna do that. You gonna keep it up. You think you?
She can't keep it up.
Whatever. For real.
She can't keep it up.
Damn.
She can't keep it up.
I'm like, man, you chill, come back. You even was willing to, hey, look, it's just, slate clean. There you go again. You don't stop. So
that's because she's a sinner.
Yes, yeah, dang. Yes.
Like the theater, like what's that show? The Man in the High Castle. Keeping the loop going. It's like cutting scene, and it's like the same shit over and over and over again.
And if you're not paying attention, you thinking it's regular life.
You might,
everything's normal.
You might start thinking the fuck up is a part of life. Like, oh, that's just how it happens. They say history repeats itself. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Damn, that's wild right there.
I like this conversation. Say history. Damn.
Wild, they done looped the tape on us, got us just living like this over and over, generation after generation. Damn. Man, kid.
That's crazy when you think about it. I looped.
It is.
sequence of events.
Over and over again.
Over and over again. Replay
It's
over
all
and
in
over
my
my head.
head.
I think about it
Oh,
over and over again. I can't keep picturing you with his. And it hurts
that's
so bad.
like, bro. Oh man, bro. This this girl is wild when you think about it. This is wild stuff. But hey, knowing, hey, I feel free. I feel good. I feel
That's why I'm
good,
laughing
man.
at this stuff, because it's like, wait, that's why this stuff is like on repetitive repeat. Is that why America as a whole is on autopilot? Well, that's what I described it as. Ain't nobody driving the ship. It's just,
Nah, they let the IBM computer tell them what to do. He's just gonna do it like that. I'm like, dang.
and now the
Y'all
IBM,
think
remember we was talking about that? And next thing we know, we IBM. Well, Loose Cannon goes to the Puffy parties. Puffy's been down. After the IBM exposure, what's been going on?
everything just coming out. Boop, 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 boop.
Why?
Dang,
Why?
you said it.
But why?
Like you said it.
But why? But why is IBM doing this? Why is the computer doing it?
Because
Y'all ready?
all right,
Go ahead. Now we can have fun with this. Why is the computer doing this?
the computer is running. It's running on the Gillespie algorithm too. So when you say it, take it in the algorithm, and
Why
it come out.
is the computer? Why is it doing this?
Damn.
Duke said running on a loop. Oh yes, it's running on a loop for sure.
Yeah, it's running a loop,
Why
but
is
I'm
it?
also thinking you got the what is that when they was the how the
Yup.
computer works?
We in the computer right now talking. So go ahead, bro.
Right. It take in information and just like with it know the real. It can tell the real from a lie. All the information come out and it don't run. I don't know if I'm making sense how I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I'm listening. I'm chilling. I got this blunt.
You got the chat.
I'm giving it to y'all. Here you go. Y'all just make sure y'all support. Hit that Cash App. Hit that app and support and let B be the first one who try to break this down in his own way. Why is it doing this?
I'm looking like the tabulator machine. It goes on statistics. It runs simulations. So when you put new information into it or bring something to light that's the truth, it's got to run it, you know? So you get these different outcomes, you know? They can't do it forever. Like, oh, yeah, you know, like, let me get a good example.
You
got plenty of examples. Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, man. I'm just enjoying the conversation. I'm just listening. It's funny to hear like the original thoughts of a person try to put this shit together. Yeah, like, okay, what is it?
Yeah. I'm just looking like, all right, they all been doing bad things, and then you know everything ran by simulation on the IBM machine where they run so many. What's the word, man? I need to look it up so I can see it properly. But they run the simulations and then for results.
You know what?
They done so
You know
much.
what? This the perfect time for a motherfucking giveaway. Press 1. This is the first time for a giveaway.
Yeah.
Why is this happening? Why is this happening?
The probability is greater for them to be. It's time. They know. Even the machine.
You gotta do
knows.
better than that. You got to break it down.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, but I'm making them work for it, y'all. Look, go ahead.
Ah, man, Kill. I'm just thinking like they made the bet, Kill, and they lost. So with them losing the next move,
The
is gonna be on
tabulating
them.
machine is a chess playing machine running on artificial intelligence, which is really an algorithm. Go ahead. So break it down.
Right,
Go ahead.
and with them making a move and missing and not and doing all this bad stuff, when it's their time to move, they're gonna get pieces knocked off the board. That's why you got Presidio getting jammed up and all these different things, all this stuff coming out now. They pieces getting knocked off the board. They getting hit. That's how I see it. They lost. A total loss. Even the computer knows it. You know? I'm like, man.
You
That's a hell of a question.
you say the computer they lost.
They lost. Even the computer knows. They tried to get the bishop. They missed. Everybody involved take a total loss. Like with the Monte Carlo theory. Because they was running on the Monte Carlo under the Monte Carlo theory to try to win. They lost though. So now we looking at the ramifications of that loss. A total loss. I feel good about that answer, Kill. Straight up. I was like, yeah, I feel good about that one because that's the truth. That's why that's why it's doing this. They went all in. That's what they use, try to dictate their next move, but they lost. Like ballistics, they was off. Yes, sir. That's a good question though. Great question. I'm like, damn. It'll make you think for real that that's what we need to do.
Shiva said, remember when AI confessed when you were asking questions in the book?
Right. Just don't tell it. Dang, that is crazy. Even with George, AI brought the picture of George as a black man, African American.
Nobody thought of George Washington being a black man.
Say it again.
And his last name being cut off.
You say that one more time. My bad.
No, go ahead. You good.
Say nobody knew.
Nobody knew what?
Knew that George Washington was a black man.
Yeah, nobody talking about that.
No, they wouldn't. We learned it from first. And you proved it time and time again. You showed it. But you saying it and saying it, the computer, like you say, we in it. Even right now, talking. So they know it to be true. Even the computer know it to be true. So that's why I need to bring it out that way. The 0 point.
You know what I think?
What's that?
I think it's trying to defend itself.
Yeah, like uphold what they already trying to keep the lie going, keep the loop going.
Yeah, because P. Diddy is the same as Epstein. Oprah gonna be the same as P. Diddy. Russell gonna be the same as P. Diddy. Everything gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same, the same, and the same, and the same.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's like, you know what you just made me think of?
What's that?
They like some Fort Tyrone or for evil.
Well, I honestly think that the computer knows. The computer, artificial intelligence, will have to expose everything.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. Media blitz, Armageddon, war. Boom, 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 boom. These are our worst fears ever. Growing up, like atomic
Yeah.
war, ice caps, and all this shit is this generation's like
At the
worst
same
fear
time.
from growing up, and all the movies has always been like, what? When is that gonna happen? And it's all right now and shit. Like, wait, and that means you've been programmed, set up for this shit.
Dang. So that's basically
You
living
know
in a
it's war.
simulation.
Somebody brought up, yeah, live, die, repeat. Y'all gonna sit up here and talk about the King James version, and y'all think y'all gonna ride out? Mm-hmm. I told you, we was gonna smash the moon god sin. I told you we was gonna smash Inanna. Poop bop beep bop beep. Who's else to expose but the devil? Who's left? Who is Allah? I'm proving the Bible lined y'all up just right. Wolves in sheep clothing. Allah is the Arabian moon god, also known as Baal, Hubal, and Mola. Muslims will react with denial when you point that out. That this was the god of the tribe Muhammad was born into. Children were sacrificed to the demon idol. This is why the idol has his hand open in position with fire beneath. A press one. Okay. Did Muhammad know this? Yes, Muhammad knew this. Press one. Muhammad advised some women who asked him about the issue of dying children and how Allah regarded the situation. He said, a woman whose 3 children will die will be shielded by them from the hellfire. On that, a woman asked, if only 2 die, he replied, even 2 will shield her from the hellfire. So that's why they was burning children, because it protected them for the sanctity of themselves. So now you know why Muslim mothers are willing to have their children die for Allah, or as I say in America, why we have to die. Now I understand. Baal, like Baal, fresh out of jail, made Baal California dreaming, because the Baal system hit that is the caste system. The caste system is the Indian system of, we gonna get to that. And also why Muslims are willing for you to know that about this devil worshiping death cult of Islam. Now check this out. All the black women who study tarot cards, these are the women who study all of this mysticism that leads to the deceiving nay man. They worship this. So today is y'all day. You workers of sin and masters of deceit is put on notice. This is what you do. Where's the moon god? Y'all don't got one. Fool, it ain't in the sky. Press 1, y'all periods must be going crazy. Press 1. The tides of the earth must be rising up, because guess what? It ain't no moon in the sky, lying ass. Press 1, just like the Bible said. The moon didn't give us his light. The stars is falling. Press 1. Why I said the Son of Man lives? Because it's biblical. Bible prophecy. These are the signs of the time. Yeah, boy. So this is the moon god. This is who y'all worship. Allah. Facts. Sin. Just like I've been breaking down for years. Sin. Oh, I know it's time. That's why I know you. I'm not afraid of you punks. Where's RZA? He worships Satan. in Scientology, and how to get other people to bring them in and worship Satan and damn them to hell too. Where's Rizza? That's the reptilian style moon god. Look, all this is the moon god. They be like the Sumerians and the Anunnaki, and they born us, and they created man. That's the same story, Satan. It's the same satanic story. It's like a net. Each one of these religions is like a different net. One net catch lobster, the other one catch, you feel me, fish at such like 10,000 feet below seawater. Others catch fish at 2,000 below. You know what I'm saying? It's different things. But all of them is getting on the good ship of Satan. That's for sure. Satan, Saturn, sin, all that is the same. And it's Mother Earth worship. Let's go. Watch this. It's Mother Earth worship. It's this whole philosophy. We're going to get down to the basics. And I don't want y'all dudes to pretend or nothing. Really have something exquisite to say. Say something bright. You've been in class this whole time. The moon god, Sin, right? There's a Mesopotamian moon god, also names Nana Suin, all that. Sin, now look, this is what they not telling y'all. Kev, when he did the research, look at your neighbor and say, oh, that's my professor, always doing the research. Sin, y'all ready? That's that star upon a high mountain. That's the Death Star on a high mountain. The dark star or the moon star. Or the dog star, which is God backward. Series B, the antenna to Satan. It's just a device. Like a sphere. I told y'all this shit was going to go down. Like sphere, like that movie. I told you it's just a... I told you Satan as a fallen angel was a sphere. And then I started asking myself, wait a minute, is that why they say that's Lucifer eye? Yeah, in my brain, because it's technology. That motherfucker, for all I know, could have been Sputnik. Sputnik probably fell out the skies. I don't know. What I do know is sin is a Mesopotamian god, which is Satan. Again, everybody know what sin is. It ain't one thing you can do. All of one bad things come from sin in this religious structure. So we're going to get to it. This is what the Mohammedans are. Sin was the father of the sun god. Ain't that something? It was the father of the sun god, the god of the moon. Sin was the father of the sun god, Shamash, Sumerian Utu. I guess those are African names. And in some myths, Ishtar. Press 1. Like Easter, like y'all mamas made y'all do. Us, I say us. Because y'all just not going to take the blame. Us. Goddess of what? Venus. And with that form the astral triad of deity. But Venus is what? Is that the morning star? Of the morning star, the mother of the morning star. Let's get to it, man. Ooh, shit. And is that why the moon cycles goes with women? Ain't no moon cycles going on now. Ain't no moon cycle. You supposed to be sitting in a tub full of Kool-Aid, cherry Kool-Aid right now. The ocean is supposed to bend. What's going on? Where is y'all belief system? Why is it failing to even be believable? Y'all just found out y'all supposed to have 2 moons. There was a moon behind the moon. Now there ain't no moon. Fucking news. Asteroid about to hit. Y'all don't know what the fuck is going on Earth. Y'all are hilarious. Look, The Mesopotamian, they had a special class of Mesopotamian gods called the Anunnaki. Y'all hear me? The Anunnaki. The class of gods within the ancient Mesopotamian pantheon. Pan, keyword, pan. The precise meaning of the term pantheon is precisely seed. Seed of the devil. Ain't that motherfucking shit? Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Not like this. Not like
You
this.
listening, James? You feeling me, James? Look, the devil. Y'all sons and daughters of the moon. Y'all been doing this astrology. All of this is based off of moon cycles. All of it. Y'all been in what they call it lunar time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know. Because if y'all get funny with me, you nigga, press button. Y'all, we'll start this class over at the basics. A, B, C, D. We learned this over. And have you reading from Genesis all over again. You think of Billy Carson, right? Well, Mike, but it's all of them. Billy Carson teaches the ancient studies in proving that Satan is real. They just believe in Satan's. Whatever Satan said, they believe it. They uncover it in the earth with a makeup brush. You feel me? And just get to moving things and putting pieces together. Satan. Y'all just putting together back, and it's all backwards. All of their teachings are backwards, like their words. But this is the right time to be alive, because you get to see it all fall. Yep. All of the ones into the alchemy, I'm sorry for you. You better change from your wicked way real fast. You better change. Y'all been waking up, going to bed for too long and forgot. Shit. Among the God's name, in some texts, the member of the Anunnaki are Elil, Enki, ain't that Sanetta's friend? Nurishag, and Sin. So these are all fallen star. Elil, the god of air, who separated the heaven and the earth, is genuinely regarded as the most prominent of these. So Enlil is the devil. He separated, no, he fell. Whose mythology unbounded in the neither world by generation and treaties, they were invoked as witnesses to ensure the oaths were kept. Well, guess what? They gonna keep their oath. That boy Kev cold all week. Ice cold. Ice cold. You gonna honor your oath. That's what you gonna do, Muslim. My brothers of the moon, you sin worshiper. You gonna honor your oath. That's what you gonna do. I told you. I told you niggas. That's what you gonna do. Don't care what you wanna do. It's what you gonna do. Now, this is facts. You know, get your Reza Islam gonna get his tall ass down on his knees and serve. That's what he gonna do. Care what he wanna do. Press one, like you niggas don't want to go to work. Care what you don't want to do. I don't care. Y'all worship this stuff and then deny Christ. Y'all deny the Son of God. Oh, but God kicked y'all ass on this earth. Look at you. Look at you on this screen. Sin, Gilgamesh, Smurfs, all this descent in Nana to the underworld. What is this? Look at this. Crosses into the realm of the dead, seeking to overthrow her sister, the queen of the dead. Press one. This is what y'all believe. It's the same stuff that's written. Look, in hell, the poem Descent of Inanna, she sets forth to visit. They just going to hell. That's it. Look at what's the language. Let me see what the fuck is that. He's just going to hell. I thought they was playing. I thought they was just, this is real. They going. Like jail. Like we go to jail, they going somewhere worse. Ever since Puffy fell, it ain't been a moon outside. The son of perdition. Y'all think this is coincidence? Y'all think this is, hold up. Let me stop. Hold up. Shame on you.
This.
Shame on you.
Not like this.
You don't want to help Kev? Shame on you. Yeah, that's right. Kev gonna get there though. Fine. Y'all want to play and deceitful games with Kev? Fine. But Kev gonna get there though. Look. Fine. Damn. So all of these are ancient. This is the tree. The tree of life and death. You won't surely die. Shit. You went right into death. Believing in the dead. Worshiping the dead. Your political practice is the dead. Your nationality is dead. You identify with all dead things, yet you believe you alive with your silly self. You think that's air you breathing? Like Morpheus said, hell no. Shut up. This what happens when you grow up with Inanna. I got that Eo-na-na. You sure do. Death. Wolf. Disguised. Wolf. Press button. The moon god. Sin. Allah is sin. It's a lunar deity or any goddess related to or associated with the moon. Sin. What? Kev, what? I'm just playing. Sit down. Press button. Sit down in them seats. Keep y'all laughing. I just became the smartest. The crescent moon, later contracted to sin, designated the crescent moon. The logo of sin in the house of Satan is the crescent moon and the star. Do you follow me? Huh? I bet you my Muslim brothers didn't know this. I'm bringing y'all to Christ too. You coming home. You about to be redeemed if you can even understand that. You worthy of redemption if you can even admit that. You worthy of redemption if you can come to your senses and say, we all have sinned against God. We need a sin offering. You believe that? Now what? You might as well stop daydreaming about people with sandals on and robes that was not how even they looked. Press 1. I said that ghetto as hell because I can. Write that down, and in 200 years, they're going to make that sound so allegoric. No, what he meant was... Just tell a story. Write down the tell a story chain and see what they say at the end of that line. He said, what? What? Now we got the story twisted. He had a robe on. He had long brownish hair with blue eyes. He had... Nigga, they don't make movies and books. Nigga, they put his picture in the book. They ain't got to take it all back. That's what this is. If you don't like the IBM Deep Blue Machine religion, give me a hell yeah, because it's sin. The IBM Deep Blue religion structure all over the world is sin. And it operates in Canaan law. And that is maritime, punk. So all you Americans, demonocracies that don't spring up, y'all a part of the deep blue deception. That's what I'm going to call it. Y'all all a part of it. It ain't just Arab or Muslim or Nation of Islam or Christian brothers. It's all. So the moon ain't giving his light, but the sun still rises. Press 1. That's because you're on a different time. You was in lunar time. But what happens when lunar is no more? Press 1. What happens when there is no counterclockwise or clockwise power? You can't go backward. Time doesn't work backwards, going back in time, enthusiasts. There is none but one who can go back in time, and that's Christ, because he was killed. And then his spirit is to return. That's where the redemption process comes from. It is the only way for you to redeem. Go to the beach and stretch your arms out and wait for Jesus to come right there. Right, we're going to see how long you're going to be right. You've been don't turn into salt again. That's the only one. Reincarnation is the only reincarnation is Christ. That's the whole prophecy of the Word of God. No other book has history, prophecy, and sound fact. What are y'all, a bunch of satanic moon worshipers all trying to come up with a way? How a moon worshiper gonna prove the Bible? Get out of here. How a person who don't believe in the word and the law gonna prove the Bible? And both of them is arguing with each other. One arguing that the Bible is real, the other one arguing that it's not. They come worship Allah. The one who believes is real is gonna get you to worship Catholicism version of the Bible, which is Inanna, Mother Mary, or Mary time. Wait, let me stop and slow down.
Not like this.
Y'all don't messed up, Jeff.
Not like this.
Hit that like button and subscribe. Early in the morning. Let me see if you with Kev. We should have this figured out by now. God don't line y'all up just right. Just right. Who do security for Hollywood? Nation of Islam. Sin. The security services of sin. Press 1. Hit the like. Don't try to deny it now, Rizza. Don't try to deny it now, Rizza. Don't do it. Who is Allah, Rizza? Allah is Satan. That means the Nation of Islam are satanic worshipers and Baal worshipers. That means Malcolm X, all of y'all. Press 1, he was wrong. And that ain't right. No, that was used as propaganda to get you to go join the Nation of Islam so you can do something and change the Bible, man, and go right back into Baal, and they gonna strip your name and put an X on it, and then some other person gonna sign near, and you just gave in your birthright away like Esau would. Cold brother. How did they do it? Sacrificing the firstborn son, making it like a religion. Then the heir is, then the head of household. Then the inheritance is, now we can tap in. Press 1, they help that process. Huh? Shout out to MDM Towing, Pop Dudes, Ollie Ware, Jason Harris, and Cedric Jefferson for contributing to today's program. And shout out to C. Lewis. Also, yeah, I mean, I got to do my shout out. Y'all tripping. So, Allah or Allah is the moon god. Wouldn't Satan have you circling a rock in the same fashion as the rotation that's on Saturn? Yes. I'm not even going to wait for you to. No, yes. They never read out the Quran. Now it's time to address the matter. The Nation of Islam are Satan worshipers. Huh? And their knowledge is that of Baal. And they try to masquerade like they're Christian. That's insane. Why? Because they know you are. And they need you. So they will come as illusionists. They will come as workers of light by mentioning the word in which the prophecy of the light will come. Then they'll tell you, John 16, who is that? But now you don't got to say, oh, that's Muhammad. Press 1, you can say, that's Kevin. Who comes after Jesus? Hey, that's it. You don't got to say, that's that one. Who comes after? The Spirit of truth? Who was that? It's not Muhammad was a white man in a Muslim outfit. Praise God. Yeah. Yeah. Come get this word. You don't got to say that. You ain't know nothing about the spirit of truth. You thought it was just Jesus. That's it. No, but Jesus told you. You thought it was just Jesus Christ. No. No. Your mama lied to you and got you believing in the wonderland of Satan. Your daddy lied to you because he didn't know nothing else but the girl up the street. Press one. Your people lied to you. No, Jesus said it was somebody coming. That's what he said. Not nobody else. That was so great. You would be uncomparable too. That's what he said. So if we living in the revelation and living in these times, then that's why these brothers been standing up, claiming to be things that they're not, and assuming positions they can't, trying to wear shoes that's too big for them. You need to put on a new pair of tennis shoes because those just happen to be too big. You can't feel the shoes. You can't tie my shoes, boy. Press one. You can't tie my shoes, boy. You couldn't tie my shoe. Ain't no way not one of y'all teachers can compare to my knowledge and wisdom that I got from my father, not yours. That's why it's so different, because it's different. That's why it hit different. That's why, not from my father, not yours. You a child of Farrakhan and Dr. York. That's why. My father said this. Fuck what they saying, I'm saying this. Fuck living basic, I'm taking risk. Press one. What you talking about? That's your father. My father is spiritual. Descends like a dove to his son and crowns him with the gift of knowledge and wisdom that your teachers just can't contend with. Why? Because they worship sin. Sin. They all dead and bit from the tree of good and evil. They dress up. That's why. I keep it 100. Y'all worship on it in chronos, in true form. Now where they at? They can't even say nothing. Where y'all at? 424-209-9506. This is the Haitian God. Where y'all at? Come get some. This y'all God. That's why y'all come against me. Because y'all know I am from my father. That's why you come against me. Because you hate him. Because my God will kick your God ass all through this universe. That's why. You got a daydream that you even going outer space. Now ain't no moon in the air. You supposed to be known fell out. It's water supposed to be, nigga, we supposed to be flipping around the earth. Ain't no gravity. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just a liar. Just a bunch of hypotheticizing, metaphysical, lying ass, scientific ass niggas that don't know no science. Intrigued at Satan's science and call that real. What would happen when Kev come down and play with your quantum science nothing? When I come down and play with your, what they call that shit? They manifestation. And they ain't manifested nothing but new bills every day. Press one. They don't manifest nothing. Act like they better than somebody. These motherfuckers is outside right now waving their hands around at the ocean thinking they pulling tides in. But you better get y'all ass out there and pull them in. You metaphysical motherfuckers. Go bring the ocean up. Because the moon is having a problem. All y'all should be getting together Every last one of you Power Ranger ass metaphysical brothers. Come on, Crescent Moon. We're my Eastern Star sisters. Hey, they know I'm telling the truth. No say. Yeah, you over here with your my Eastern Star sisters gotta wear their garments in school. Press one. They know they better not come against a man speaking the truth. Press one. That's different. Ain't it? That's right. How I talk to my Eastern Star mamas and they daughters too. I keep it a buck. That's why I'm not liked nowhere, but they really love me though. You feel me, sisters? They really, cause I put them in their place like I'm doing you. And it's just gonna be, ain't that something? A man who can put me in my place. That's right. Righteously. With words, with knowledge and wisdom. I'm not finna go to Canaanite jail, put no hands on none of you. Press one. Don't form your own reality. Anyway, I don't live in these little weird dream worlds. Why? Because y'all want me to believe in the world of Allah. That's why. Y'all believe in this. That's why. Don't act like you don't. From Tataria, this the god of Tatar. Press one. We on y'all ass today. Early in the morning. Early in the morning, we kicking y'all ass. The World's Fair, the Jewish Historical Passion, World's Fair stuff. Man, this is deep stuff. Act like I'm not doing my homework. Hey, listen, the road do the homework so we can put on a great, great broadcast. They all out of studies. Press one, my former Indians and Pan Americans and Pan Africans, they ran out of study. They don't have nothing else to offer. It's boring. Y'all don't got enough. The people need more. They bored now. Yeah, they bored. It just got to be more. This can't be life. No, they know it all now. Now what you gonna tell them when the moon ain't in the damn sky? What happens when your religious structure fail and the binary system ain't feed you nothing else? What happens? G14 classified, nigga. That's what happened. I need my Muslim brothers. I'm not talking, the Moors too. The Moors too. The Moors are crescent moon wearers. Thank you. Thank you for that. The Moors as well. Now we know they worship demons and fallen angels. How we know that? Because I proved it. This is why they hate me, because my spirit is different. They are from the devil. And you know what I mean by that. They from the devil. They came up with all these timelines and all of this, and they really are all the same from Satan. It's all from Satan's point of view. Busted. Busted. Now he the king of your mind because he created the astral plane. And now your ass is a child of the astro. Press one. Your ass is a child of the Houston Astro. Your dumb man. And you don't want to wake up because the dream world of the devil is so powerful, and you just gonna make you think a lot. Bro, it's gonna make you think a lot. It's gonna hurt to know. Yeah, I don't want to know. I'd rather be ignorant and watch The Matrix and pretend I'm elevating. Shut your dumb ass up. Y'all scared. Yeah, we talking that big shit this morning. Yeah. Yeah, you workers of iniquity. Damn, you workers of iniquity. And y'all worship hell as a political institution. Sacrifice y'all kids. Y'all sacrifice y'all kids. Y'all children, line them up to be in prison for the rest of their life. That's dead too. Y'all mamas do this. Yeah, this is what happened when the mama ain't covered with a good man. That will happen to a son. When mothers think they know everything and remove their sons from their father, did them sons die? That's on the mama hands. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, that's on your hands. So not only did you have 7 to 15 abortions, you lost 2 of them, 12 of them to the street. Then get before the people like you still got tears left. Press one, I don't seen it with my own eyes, mate. You harbor your children as criminals, guess what? You allow them to die. Guess what? And I don't care about how you feel about it. It's the truth. How you know it's the truth, Kev? Because we grew up the same way. We know what not to do. Because we know us. Well, ain't no nigga got no excuse, and no woman got no excuse. They'll all be mad at me at the family reunion, and guess what? I'll be eating barbecue chicken wing and won't even feel it. I don't care. It's my world on how I see it. So what? That's how I see things. If you was born the way where I was born in the all-democratic community, then you can feel this too. Because you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth now. It's a reason why God didn't allow you to go the Allah way. Why? Because it's sin. That's why. And God didn't want you to go to sin. Ain't that what the Bible is telling you? So who is the Bible telling you to be careful of? Allah. Allah. Press 1. That's what the Bible is talking about. The other one is 2 trees. Press 1. Hit the like button and subscribe. Two trees. We went this way, didn't we? Didn't we? Yes, we did. Yes, the fuck we did. Y'all just let them put you in time immemorial. But what if this is when the fall happened? When we chose to deny God. How? By going to Hala, the moon god, where they was having a bunch of fun and was making money and had they shit. You allow foreign gods on your land. God told you don't allow none of these Palestinian gods. Don't fight for none of these Palestinian, Hebrew. Don't fight for none of these people out here. None of them. Scandinavian wars, Russian, nothing. What that got to do with you? Nothing. These are all the same nations that conquered you. Now they fighting. They all white in America though, but they fighting over there. So America is going to send them money? Of course they are. Because these they folks over here. Why wouldn't they crack open your safe and your trust and throw y'all in prison to give their people back home some peace? They going to always be fighting. Because the fight is the fraud. Press 1. Tired of this. Women, cursed children, man at the bottom, woman at the top, her God is this. Is Baal and yeah. And to make sure you stay a minor, a child. That's it. Staying a child or genocide. You choose. Huh? Just what y'all believe at the World Fair. Press 1. Look at him. Look at him. Press 1. Look at him. Look at him. Look. Look at them. Stop acting like this ain't y'all people. After y'all put new clothes on and worshiping new gods. Look at this. Uh-oh. Ain't he chained up? Ain't he chained up? Okay. Okay, these y'all little dances. These y'all little dances y'all doing y'all little fraternity. Y'all think this is nothing. Y'all following the Romanians. Y'all following the Romans. These people. Look at this. Here we go. Hit that like button. This is y'all. Look. Boop, bop, beat, Kev. Look, he named Moses. Look, this is what y'all worship. Thou shalt not have. Y'all thought that was Beyonce dance move. No, let my sweater go. We taking this shit back to I'm serious. Look, this is what y'all believe in. Look, I want y'all to know. This is y'all Hollywood. They still doing this. Is still Pantheon. This is all Canaanite. But this is who America protects. Still, don't act like you don't know why judgment is on you. Stop acting like y'all innocent. And when I say America, I'm talking about all y'all. All y'all do this. All y'all worship this in the holidays of this. This is where all this comes from. And this is when it came in the early 1900s. Just like Kev told you. You dead and you need to live. Y'all worship death. Press 1. You dead and you need to live. You in hell. and you in bad shape. I didn't even know it was this bad, but now I know how bad it really is. I woke up and went to sleep, and my mind has just been on God and trying to understand why. I wake up, go to sleep, eat, go to bed, play a couple video games, throw a couple touchdowns. I can't think no more. I got to get back to my studies, and blah, 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 blah. And why? And when it becomes this persistent, I know why. Because the moon ain't giving its light. Now the truth is on fire. Now the truth is on fire. God said, don't have no God before me. But y'all do. The golden calf, Baal, Allah. Press 1. Got you.
Not like this.
Now you can interpret the Bible a lot better just knowing
Not
this
like
simple
this.
stuff. You yourself can read it for yourself and get a better understanding. The people, they killed him. And say, that's all, we still press 1. You took the wrong Nipsey off this earth, buddy. Yeah, you took the wrong one, champion. You done fucked up. He ain't been right ever since. You done took the wrong one. Your operation destroyed all your shit. Take all they crown pieces, all they kings and queens and knights and all of them off the board. It don't even matter no more. The game is rigged. You worship this. That's why y'all stay in Egypt, because Egypt worship human bodies, beast heads. That's why. All pantheists. In the name of what? Oh, that's why people come against Kev. I was trying to figure them out. Why is these people so deceptive and because they're venomous vipers, just like the Bible say. That's why. They're born deceivers. They're from deceit. They don't even know who they are. That's why Christ is sent. But you killed him. So upon his return, he's not coming to help you do nothing. He's helping his people get out of death by conquering death and be the firstborn out of death and back into life to where the all right. I'm cool when it's time to like get to it, get to the study. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna be a part of my sheet, yeah, you got it. It's deeper than just pressing 1, and you gotta have a vocabulary. If you can't speak, that means you dead. If you can't speak, that means you're dead. And if you're dead, there's nothing I can do for you. Nothing. Nothing. If a person chooses to be dead, blind, deaf, dumb, and more dead, there's nothing I can do. To be alive is to be able to speak and have a stance. That's where the redemption happens with oneself. If you can't speak and you operating from just these small perspectives, that's not enough. You couldn't fool me if you wanted to. I get off of this computer and be like, oh, whatever. You couldn't fool me if you wanted to. You know why? Because when it's time for you to speak, like now, you'll be just fooling yourself. Because I'm breaking it down right now. Allah is sin. Sin is Allah. The eastern star is Venus, who gives birth to what? Okay, we've been studying this whole time. It's time to put it to work. Coffee and Kush TV, 424-209-9506. Baal, Allah, Nation of Allah, Nation of Islam, Nation of whatever, even Hebrew Israelites. Even Hebrew Israelites. Even Hebrew Israelites is the part of the corpse where the eagles, you feel me? So, I love to entertain your one. I love when you press one. But at this time in school, there's a speaking ability. See, when I get off the computer, people hit me up with all type of shit. That shit is dead. That shit is dead. Because I now know you're dead. So you think me being dead, I like to converse about things of no substance. I don't like to just sit and talk about and gaze off in wonderland and talk about things of non-importance to me. This is important to me. Allah being sin. Allah being God of this world. The separation of the two. That's what's important. Hit that like button. I'm going to wait for you. Especially the fellas. Especially the fellas. Especially. You are the ones who's needed the most. You have to orchestrate it. So especially the fellas right here at the row. They couldn't wait. The fellas got up out of here. Look. All the people dropped. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Look, ain't nothing but women in here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Where the fellas go? Where'd you go? Where'd you little Mohammedans go? Where you little Christians go? Don't run. I'm going to tell you like the Six News Browns told me. Don't run. Press one. Don't run.
Unknown caller.
Participate. This is where the war happens. The war will be televised right here on channel 54, Coffee and Kush TV, KevRow University student. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, KVC? How you doing, sir?
Oh, man. Blessing, trying to motivate the team. What's good with you?
Well, you doing a good job, sir.
Oh,
My blood's boiling. I don't know. I don't want to call in with no spill or nothing, but I'm calling it in, sir.
if I feel you. I'm with you on that. What's on your mind, man?
Kev, you showing us what sin is and how we've all been born into it. You know, this religion is it's a fringe religion. You know,
Yes.
it's open borders religion, all based on every religion, like you showed us, every Abrahamic religion across the world, how we've all been tricked into coming into this false oneness.
Yeah, I'm with you on
And
that.
it's based on the death of native people, of de jure people of the land. And we go into these different holidays and religions based off of what, like they show us, like the people on like corporations, all pushed through different corporations.
So
It's all maritime.
it's all maritime. So who is Allah?
Allah it would be artificial intelligence.
There you go, champion. Here we
Yeah.
go.
It'd be,
Damn, Sid, you surprised me with this. Go ahead.
I'm listening. It'd be the false consciousness. It would be what would be the mirror image of you.
A false sense of consciousness.
Yes.
I'm with you. Go ahead, Jam.
The computer doesn't know that it's cheating. It's only playing on the board it was given.
Right. It's playing.
That's how I
Yes,
see
you're
it, you know?
right. It's playing with the hand that it was dealt, or the board it was given.
Right.
I like the way you said that.
It doesn't know. It's missing bishop. It's missing, 40% of the board,
Right.
and that being de jure, what's the de jure people. That would be Kevin.
Why you say de jure? Why you say that?
Well, that's the word used in like constitutional. Would be de jure versus de facto. The de facto being corporation, de jure
Got
being
you.
born of the land, like that. It thinks that it thinks that a faction is dead. But all of this stuff, like you showed us a couple weeks ago too, it's all based on. You said something yesterday. They need the white status and the minor status.
Yeah, they need
It's
to.
all a deception
They come
being
in.
taxed.
They get both beneficiary packages. They get
Yes.
the help as a minority, and they claim Caucasian or white is the status as well. Go ahead, of being white
Yes.
or being on top.
And it's all sin.
Go ahead and
We've
don't
been
need
playing
help.
into this game this whole time. We've been playing into sin, into the fringe religion, into Kabbalah, into like tantric sex. We've all been indoctrinated with this stuff.
Facts.
We're holding the system up, like you say, Kev. It's all ran off the destruction of Adam.
So okay, so since we're going here, let me put it in a small into perspective for a lot of people. 0 point. So, if the moon isn't giving its light or showing its authoritative power upon the earth and its people and the waters and the ocean, then you must be going back on lunar time. What other time is it? Not lunar time. What's the other one? Solar.
Was it solar? It's solar, right?
Think so. Because you're back on the sun.
Yes.
I mean, we're all operating off of lunar time. Lunar time is dead time.
Right. So when you say it's the moon is not giving off its light, that would be. Is that what you were talking about, like not honoring its oath?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure I got that part right.
The moon not giving its light is reference to Revelation.
Right.
It's in reference to Revelations, and it's all the stars fell from the heavens.
Right. They said a third of the stars.
A third of the stars, which would be fallen angels.
Right. What we seeing now.
Exactly what we're seeing.
So that would okay. So when you said it was Matthew. Was it Matthew? Hold on 1 second, Kev. I'm sorry.
Yeah, take your time, Chapman. You all right? Matthew 24.
Yeah, it was 24.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Immediately after tribulation, one of those days, the sun will be darkened, and after the moon will not give its light, and the stars will fall from heaven, and the power of heaven will be shaken. Then will appear in heaven a sign of the Son of Man.
Yes.
And then all the tribulation of earth will be will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the cloud of heaven with power and great glory. So, like you're saying, the moon is not giving off its light. Honestly, I hadn't even noticed that. Well, I did.
Yeah, we all did. I think we've all been.
I have noticed it. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about naturally, but I have noticed it. It's not giving off its light, like you're saying, like the false light of like the
There you
ideological
go.
teachings.
There you go.
They're out, Kev. They don't have anymore.
They don't have
It's-
any light left.
No.
Or AI, what? Restart?
Reset.
There
Yeah.
you, bam. Why? Moral complex?
Yes.
Wait a minute, Chad.
All of those ideologies are corrupted now. They've all been proven to be sin, and they're all false, and they need to be erased. They hold no substance. It's all genocide. It's allegorical genocide.
Allegorical genocide would lead to real genocide if the people believe it.
Right, eugenics, through eugenics. False indoctrinations. They raised us to be morning stars. Sacrifices.
There you go. Like Jesus.
Yes.
On to Baal you go. And where did they say Jesus went
Yes.
after he died? To hell.
Straight to hell.
There you go. Now it makes sense. We didn't have all the
Yes,
all the pieces. Kind of like
Right.
AI. You know what I'm saying? Like in the same reference point in what you made earlier. It's like we were kept in the dark about so much. And the important things that will make the eyes able to see. You know?
Right. Right. You're right. Even just politics, I can just hear the disregard, and it's kind of they're in a kind of confused state now because it's like they don't want to acknowledge. They don't know which way to go. They don't know where to go.
They don't know what to do or where to go.
No, they have to acknowledge you, Kev.
What'd you say?
They have to acknowledge you.
Oh, they got to acknowledge the Father.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. They have to acknowledge the Father. They've disregarded the Word. They disregarded the Father and only acknowledged the Mother, and have a bastard religion.
Speaking for myself, I know you showed that my just the way I think. I was raised right there in that.
Well,
I have to acknowledge God.
yeah, there we go.
I've got to. I can't just sit here and like you say, I have to speak. I have to say something. It's like you said. We're in I can feel the state of being in between. It's in between two places.
Yeah,
I'm not dead, but I'm not alive.
yeah. Kind of like limbo-ish, in between two different worlds.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. That's crazy to even think about. But yeah, man, just the whole what made you think about AI? What made, because that's what people probably want to take notes on. What made you compare the two? Because that's where I was going as far as the sphere and artificial intelligence. What made you think of the king of AI is Allah or the moon god or something like that?
Well, just based on what you showed us of like Ezekiel with the wheel, that remind me of the picture you just showed with the what was that? I think it was Anunnaki, or was the Mesopotamians or something like that.
Yeah.
It was the wheel upon the wheel. And then when we studied the artillery spear and how they used that I use that as like the reference to tabulating and going into tabulations, and then them creating another machine that alienates it. Like that would be that would be God. That would be everything that they run the whole projection off of. That's what the whole algorithm is set through. That's the only way that they can do it.
Right.
That would be their God. That would be the only thing that can make their projections enough to steer a ship.
Right.
Like you talked about yesterday.
Right. But with no moral complex, the ship is in a peril state, said.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only the ship, the people on the ship, the moral complex, everything. You just spinning around. You might never know where you end up with no moral complex, and we don't find ourselves way in the bowels of the belly of the beast. Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Given unto the hands of the devil. The devil say, give me your firstborn. Because all firstborns are supposed to go into the law. The devil say, give me your firstborn. Condemn him into a life of prison. Condemn them into Planned Parenthood, genocide. Wherever you do, just give them to me.
Yeah.
Damn. So the cycles of Earth is based on the moon?
Yes, sir.
Now, ain't that something? The water, everything is based off of the moon. Everything we believe in is from the moon.
Yeah.
And wonder why we got mama boys.
Be all little Tammuzes.
Little Tammuz is ready to go.
Yeah.
You got it. And they worship this as a life. They worship this like this is a way of life.
Right, for benefits. For benefit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. So, yeah, but anything else, champ?
No, that's it, Kev.
My man, thank you for the call, brother. Good to hear from you.
No problem.
My man,
Thank
yeah.
you.
You gotta come to these conclusions where everybody don't know. Everybody don't know. But don't pretend like you want to know, because you don't. You want to play around. You want to make this not true. That's what you want to do. And doing that gives power in your world to Satan and the belief system of the devil. I don't have to over-convince anybody. I don't have to over-explain and do more backflips for a person to pretend to me to think that they're understand. I don't got to do none of that. I don't got to sit and let these people play and come up with these crazy theories that just tries to manipulate our show in any way. Because I now know these people want to put a bad name on Kev so bad because I'm such a good dude. These people need to find a way. Try to make this and that one and that one, and I'm just still being regular Kev. People who knew me for years know I'm just the same old dude. Got my own CD. There ain't no change in me. I can just be me. I ain't got my own CD. Maybe even on TV. There ain't no change in me. That same OG. So yeah, we dealing with the army of the dead. So what's the army of the dead, Law? The Muslim faith. The Muslim believers. Allah. This is your army of the dead. These are the people who need to come alive. You need to be redeemed. Everybody deserves to live. You need to be redeemed. You're owed everything that you worth spiritually and all the work you put in, but everybody needs to live. Everybody wants to live. So as the army of the dead, they must recognize that they are dead. They got to know what an extension of a hand is and what life is. All they know is this. This is the pit of snakes. This is the hellish pit of deceit, deception, manipulation, and on your way spiritually. And after this death, forever in eternity, never to live again. The only promise of life that's given in all these spiritual practices is the return that God will live amongst us by accepting his son. The law, the spirit of truth. That's just what it is. You can't hide that if you wanted to. That's what Jesus said. That's what God was telling you in the beginning. Before you went off and worshiped many other gods and many other things, and Eve belief system of sages and all of these different things that she allowed this stuff to conquer her. Because with Allah, the woman is the head of household. You can be like God. Like how your man want to be like God, you can be like God. You can be the head. And I will be your God. That's why woman's God is who? Satan or Allah. You was talking about AI. 424-209-9506. And how artificial intelligence has to reset. This whole world that y'all don't understand, you will though, is not ran because the president got up on the TV screen. That's propaganda. This world is ran and was ran by sin and Lucifer. But upon the return of Christ, Lucifer, sin, the morning star, Venus, all of them run away. And then the only thing you got next is the Star of David, or the Star of Jacob, or Jacob's star, or the star that identifies Christ. That's all you got. That's why my titles say, he's alive. He's living. That's why I said that. That's why the title was that. Because in order for all this to even be a probability, a part of a statistical breakdown to measure this is once in a fucking 100 generations. Please, all of this lines up. The president got shot in the head, grazed by a bullet, fool, and y'all don't want to participate in my program? Please. That's up to you. I don't know what it means. You need to address what all that stuff means. My stuff, that's all in that faith. They worship the serpent. They don't like this truth because they know it's true. So they don't like the Father's truth at all. That's a bold statement. The Nation of Islam, Allah ain't giving no light, the moon god sin, y'all worship Satan. That's bold. But it's true. You got it. What I tell this classroom, you got to have big balls over here. Yeah. See, when you read the word of God, God already told us that they're going to throw you in jail. They're going to come kill you, but they going to die for real. You're not going to, no. That's for them. They don't have no comeback, no get back. Come back and serve with God. They don't have that promise. They told when they die they're going to get 50 wives, a can of beer, and a new Quran. I don't know what they tell them. But sure, it ain't enough. It ain't to live amongst God. It sure ain't to serve and fight so we can do that. I don't want no goddamn 30 women. You can barely put up with 1, 2, 3 of them. What the hell are you going to do with 30 of them? You couldn't do regular stuff while you was
Not like this. Not like this.
But all got them thinking if they just die for him, they going to, man, you know what you going to get? That's like a pimp's religion. What we get, word? Hey, Short. What we get when us pimps die? Nigga, we get 30 hoes, best one, a pit bull, a fly Cadillac, you heard? Best one. We go down there to Texas right there. Live in the meadow right there with our brothers down there. Best one. And then all they do is play pimp music. Big pimp. I guess they said forget Kev today, y'all. I guess I got to go live from my phone. Hit the like button and subscribe. A lot of us grew up in these different groups. It was like Nation of Islam, Buddhists. Some of these people did the New Age. A lot of these people went right into alchemy, and they got tattoos of Lucifer's eyeball, which is artificial intelligence, on. Now listen to this. This is what I was just thinking about, y'all. I'm glad y'all still here. Now I know why they said the moon and the star, the moon governs the tide and the wave. Like the moon is astrology. This is where all this astrology come from. Moon worship. And you can say, Kev just making up things. You know what, I'm going to just have y'all take me for my word now. Because Satan rules over the woman. Don't you get it? Satan, listen, sister, the reason why you'll say, and they be lying too with that, your menstrual cycle is connected to the moon and that you control the earth and y'all all are water-based and 75% of y'all body is salt water, just making y'all amphibians. Nigga, when you know you look in the mirror, all you see is meat. Well, I tell you what. Go on out there, you 80% water-based idiot. Go out there and play with them alligators. And go play with them lions then. Since you want to listen to scientists, and since you want to play with metaphysics, and now I got y'all looking ridiculous. Stupid, ain't it? Nigga, go see if that lion ain't gonna think your ass is a pile of water. And leave the tape running too, because he's sure gonna be gnawing on them bones. A lion ain't gonna say, that nigga tastes like 70% water. It was 100% water. The lion gonna say, boy, I'm thirsty after that one. He ain't gonna say I just had something to drink now, is he? Go out there. Your body is this. Your body, baby. Only the devil will tell you that. The devil said, God said he made you out the dust of the earth. These niggas said we 70. Now, are you carbon-based or are you water-based, nigga? Choose. You confuse people. Choose. Choose one. Listen, I got you. Look, I got them, don't I? Are you water-based? I just want one question for the community. Are you water-based or are you an amphibian? What the fuck is you? I'm carbon-based, remember? God made us out the dust. And so the dust we shall return. When you die and you go underground, your body don't turn to water. It turns to dust. Now you gonna believe the devil or your lying eyes? I know that's just making too much sense to you. You gonna believe the devil or your lying eyes, family? Come on now, don't be. And I'm gonna let you know how split-minded we are. We believe in it all. You can't be carbon and water. You can't be a star seed and of the seawater, both of them. You're going to have to choose what you want to be. And then we can start there. Let's start there. You feel me? Shit. Hard being in these families, bro. You got to tell them you are not, but the science man said it. The science people are neo-Nazis that work for Satan. Yeah, right, man. The devil, man. Evil, man. Anybody work for devil, man. Show you right, man. I'm not talking to no more of these regular ass people who are dead and want to stay dead. I'm looking for people who got scuba gear on. Press 1 where y'all at. People who can speak and discuss things underwater. Who need some air, though. We got to get them air. Jeez. Jeez, where my Muslim brothers? 424-209-9506. I knew y'all was worshiping the devil. I just knew it. There should be Moors, Nation of Islam, Indians. All of them should be ready to just challenge me. Press 1. Where y'all at? Where you at? All right, fine. Y'all don't want where he at. Bring him to the forefront. Y'all people, all y'all do is just make up things. Crescent moon. Press 1. Where y'all at? Eastern Star. Where you at? They don't have to admit it. They don't have to admit nothing. You feel me? You feel me? You know who gonna admit it? You know? The people. It's the people. Not the corporation. Corporation can't admit shit. You know who raises the sun up, right? The people. God causes them to raise up the sun. They don't have to acknowledge. The world isn't ran off of what they acknowledge. It's what you acknowledge. Rome allowed these people to kill Christ. You want that. You want them to be the decision makers in that whole gang. Coffee and Kush TV, KevRow University. I'm coming with part 2 of this. Gotta have more coffee. Give me some breakfast. Not that many people is calling in. Yeah. No, it's about that time. This is the best part of my show. Sin, proving sin. Sin is Allah. I did a show on sin, the moon god, and how Christians believe. I didn't do it on Allah. Allah is sin. The Bible is telling you that's the religion. That's why the Bible say we don't worship rocks and sticks. It's being very clear. It's being very clear. And those are the ones who hate your Father. Those are the ones who hate the Son of Man. Those are the ones who murder Christ. Those are the ones who don't want your redemption process, and they don't want nobody. Why? Because the army of the dead don't believe shit. They don't believe in nothing. That's why. But that don't mean they can't. I see redemption processes happening all over the place. People are willing to accept the truth all the time. So I can't condemn my Mohammedan brothers or my Nation of Islam brothers or nothing like that. I'm telling them the God they worship is sin, the Satan in the Bible, the father of all lies. Now it's up to them to accept the truth because they know that moon god is sin. They know what the truth is. I've already spoken the truth. That's why he said, my guy said, call in. Press 1. What'd he say? I used to do that. Of course. What did Brian say? I was going into the music industry. Of course. Another one. DJ Khaled and another one. Oh my goodness, yeah, I was sold this stuff too. New Age and this one and that one, but I never left my mind off the scripture. Improving, even if I didn't understand it. Even all the feeling in the world, agape feeling and the feeling of euphoric and this, none of that is comparable to the word of God. You can put charbs on and pour out a rug and get on your knees 5 times a day to worship Baal or sin. None of that is comparable to the faith you need to watch God work for you in time and let you know I was with you like this. That's a different faith than just putting a cross up, trying to pull off exorcisms and faking drinking like you drinking the blood of Christ. Putting all this gold and enduring and all of this, but you're a part of the dead corporation. It's better than that. Having that much faith where you facing death by the state and convictions and you call on your father because you've been a good servant, you ain't gonna know what it's like to need nobody until the system of Baal got you. Black men. And what did it say on his face? On the head, up right up on above the judge. In God we trust. Judgment is at hand. You better get your mind right. You get your mind right there. Start tearing up our this one. You can do that before. You know that, right? You don't gotta wait until judgment is in your life. Until a judge, person you don't know, and you be sitting up there like Puff Daddy. I was watching Kev Gills, and Kev Gills said, I'm going. And I was laughing and joking around. Are you going, champion? Everybody's going. You going somewhere? You better stop acting like you got all these friends and y'all all going somewhere. Hell is like on earth. Hell is like the hood. Where you going? That's how a demon. Where you going? How it was better than living on a block doing nothing. Press 1. Where you going? You not going nowhere. Sit your dumb ass down. So anyway, blood and cud and this one in the groove and this one in that one. Like I was saying, I dipped around the block the other day. Press 1.
Unknown caller.
Hit them like buttons and subscribe. We got a caller.
From Florida.
Deb from Florida, you on the air. What's going on, Deb?
Hello, sir. I did not want to miss this chance to speak to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yes, I was a sinner. When we did the Charleston White thing, I remembered that I sold guns.
You said you remember you was a drug runner, a gun runner.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
When I was young, I took stolen gun and I took it to a drug dealer for weed. And the bullets have no name struck my heart, and
That's
I
right.
gotta speak. That is sin. I have a terrible dream of where them bullets went. You know,
Yes,
and all
ma'am.
I know is this way that I have to say that stumbled me. The guilt, and the only way is to come back to God and know that there's a place for me in the Lord's house. If it ain't outside the gates, that's okay. I'll build blocks. I'll do whatever. Lord, my God.
What you think about Allah and this discovery of sin and what this could possibly mean?
It's the end of the world as they know it. It was my world. This whole Allah thing is sin. We were born in sin. They captured us. They've human trafficked us using force and coercion. Everything that has happened in my life has been human trafficking. It's because I participate in the corporate system, letting myself be fed by ball, letting myself follow mother's law. There's no other way than to come to agreement with God
Right.
that I was in it. I was not on the edge of it. I was not keeping myself clean and waiting for the Lord. I was a Tammuz worshiper when I was young, and it had to be stripped away from me so that I could see that Allah is sin. It goes back to the Sumerians are the creator of the wheel and the clock.
Go ahead.
This Mesopotamian has to do with the fact that they created a timeline to put us in, which is not the sacred timeline.
Go ahead.
It is the timeline of Satan, and it's all a mind manipulation. We'll use the word manipulation because
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't want to curse on
Yeah,
people.
but that's exactly what it is. Mind manipulation. Go ahead, Dad.
Yes, and that compass is a moral compass that was installed before my bones were knit in the womb, and I ignored it over and over and over. I denied God over and over because I wanted to do my flesh. I wanted to please myself, and whatever it was, everything the world has to offer, I partook in.
So
You know,
Allah,
I gave up.
so Allah is God. Muhammad is his son.
This is of the world, and it was created by God so that we would come to him and worship him only. If you don't get down on your knees, you will never see. It's not going to happen.
But look,
I
Allah
speak for
is
me.
the God of the world. And Muhammad
Yes, sir.
is his son, our prophet,
Yes, sir.
that he sends before the world. After Jesus, they say, to teach.
Yes, sir.
But for that to be sin, that means baby sacrifice, deal with the devil, child of the moon. Did you hear what Seth was talking about?
Yes,
He was talking about artificial intelligence, the mind
Yes,
of
sir.
Satan. What you think about that?
Yes, we go and we trigger. We do what was put in us to do.
No, what I'm saying
That
is,
it is-
I'm not talking about that.
Is the AI.
I'm talking about the control of Satan by way of what they say the moon was, a satellite moon. They said it was a satellite. It can be a Death Star, but it's a projection.
It's all a projection. The mind has been manipulated, brainwashed to go along, to get along. The AI is coming to your call.
So Allah,
At this
our
point.
AL, our Ba'al, could be lowercase l, which is I. It will proceed. So AI, AL, doesn't matter. L. EL.
All the same.
All the same.
Yes, sir.
Because it's
All the
all about
same.
where you from and how you pronounce it. That's all that is. So as I was saying, Allah is the God of this world. The moon God who is risen up and put as a celestial body. Now that's a fallen star. A fallen star with no wings.
Yes, sir.
So
As
the Golden
Satan is.
Globe and all of these spheric is really just moon worship.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. It's really just moon worship when he had his wings. Without the wings, it's desolate. The wings will be the celestial stars that form around it. But being a fallen star, the angels are nothing but spheres. So the moon. So the moon is a what? It's a celestial body sphere, ain't it? It's the only sphere we can see.
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, we see the sun, but the moon is what you can see at night, and it looks like another Earth or something, like something you can, you know. And I don't like marveling at it too much, but I always try to get a conception on what it is. And then we did these shows of the sphere, the fallen stars, and things of this nature. That's why the stars is falling. Golden globe, artificial intelligence. Is it?
The binary system is coming to a stop.
There you go.
Only one choice. There's only one choice. You cannot stay in the ball worshiping the globe.
There you go.
Worshiping the times and seasons of your Sagittarius, and I don't remember the words, Taurus, and the bull. But it all goes back to the bull and Prometheus and the false worship of a false Christ. You're calling Muhammad the Savior. It's ridiculous that they do have a choice. It's man's free will, and sometimes it's too late. And I beg to be on this show and continue to show my voice and speak truth to the Satan worshipers around me, because they're all Satan worshipers, every one of them.
Well, the thing is, they don't know how. They think Satan is a big bread person. They don't understand the concept of the sphere. They don't know. When they think of Satan, they think of what Mickey Mouse taught them of the Satan.
You are showing them, sir. You are showing them.
You got to look at it. Satan is a ball, first of all. It's an angel. And angels are like balls.
Yes, like the logo of GP chat.
There you go.
The logos, they're in all the logos.
Right.
The monkey fist.
Right.
It's all the same thing.
Right. Technology.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just technology.
The knowledge, choosing the knowledge of good and evil. Well, come on back.
Well,
Let go of the.
It's easy to say, but when a person doesn't know, and people are brought up as moon worshipers, thinking it's Christ, you have to be able to explain it. That's the thing. Christ doesn't come, and the word of God isn't come for people who obey the law. The law is for people who are lost. That's a way, it's like scripture. The scripture is a way for those who are lost. So it's for them. The Bible is for Allah believers to turn from their wicked way, from deceivers all around to turn from their wicked ways. Now, that's what it's there for. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the call.
Okay, thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, the Bible, the Son of God, to save, to heal. This is the venom. This is the venom that kills. The serpent comes like a false light, an angel of light, because it was an angel of light. It remembers when it was an angel of light. Artificial intelligence is who raised you. An artificial intelligence is sin. But all is sin. The moon god said, Sin is sin. And I was trying to tell him, even sin has to repent. Even sin. So we on Chronos, or what type of time are we on? What two type of times is it? Because sin is on a specific time and God's time. We're talking two different types of time. Let y'all think about that. Coffee and Kush TV, stay tuned for part 2. Have something to say. And as always, I'll holla.